up, beautiful people? Today is a beautiful day to start a new day and a great opportunity to learn new things. Welcome to our very first episode. And for today's episode, it's going to be special because here with me today are inspiring people who experience so many adversities in life as a sophomore students. So let's say hello to Janelle, Rainiel, and Anna Rose. Hi!
Hello, Saki.
Hello, Saki.
Thank you for having me here, Sak. It's an honor, by the way.
I am a huge fan of yours and I am so glad that you finally granted our request.
Saki, it's nice to be here. It's been a long time that we want to talk about life and now we're finally here.
OMG, I should be the one to say that to you guys. Well, I'm honored as much as you do. Thank you so much, and I hope you'll have a great time with me today. So months from now, before deciding to have this episode, when I was searching for an interesting ideas on what to tackle, I randomly searched for interesting stories. Then when I kept on scrolling, I was captivated by this blog, I guess. There stated a 3-minute story of Trevor Mahoney. I don't know if he's the author, but I got this from his blog. So anyways, may I read to you this short story of a father and a daughter entitled Potato, Coffee, and Egg. Which are you?
It seems familiar, Saki. I think I have encountered this, but we'll see.
Take it away, Sak.
May I start? So, potato, coffee, and eggs. Which are you? Once upon a time, a daughter complained to her father that her life was miserable and that she didn't know how she was going to make it. She was tired of fighting and struggling all the time. It seems just as one problem was solved, another one soon followed. Her father, a chef, took her to the kitchen. He filled 3 pots with water and placed each on high fire. Once the 3 pots began to boil, he placed potatoes in 1 pot, eggs in a 2nd pot, and ground coffee beans in a 3rd pot. He then let them sit and boil without saying a word to his daughter. The daughter moaned and impatiently waited, wondering what he was doing. After 20 minutes, he turned off the burners. He took the potatoes out of the pot and placed them in a bowl. He pulled the eggs out and placed them in a bowl. He then ladled the coffee and placed it in a cup. Turning to her, he asked, "Daughter, what do you see?" "Potatoes, eggs, and coffee," she hastily replied. "Look closer," he said, and touched the potatoes. She did, and noted that they were soft. He then asked her to take an egg and burn it and break it. After pulling off the shell, she observed the hard-boiled egg. Finally, he asked her to sift the coffee. Its rich aroma brought a smile to her face. "Father, what does this mean?" she asked. He then explained that the potatoes, the eggs, and the coffee beans had each faced the same adversity, the boiling water. However, each one reacted differently. The potato went in strong, hard, and unrelenting, but in boiling water, it became soft and weak. The egg was fragile, with a thin outer shell protecting its liquid interior until it was put in the boiling water. Then, the inside of the egg became hard. However, the ground coffee beans were unique. After they were exposed to the boiling water, they changed the water and created something new. "Which are you?" he asked his daughter. "When adversity knocks on your door, how do you respond? Are you a potato, an egg, or a coffee bean?" Now, how do you find the story, guys?
Well, Saki, while listening to you, I have lots of realizations in mind that I can't fully say into words.
It's an awakening story, Sak, that we need to bear in mind. No person who hasn't been into struggles, heartaches, downfall, and shortcomings. We really need to respond well as part of each individual's coping capacity.
This story is a testimony that people are truly different. In fact, we respond to adversities differently. There are people who respond to adversity like the potato, egg, and the coffee bean. And giving up is not an option when we still have the strength. And if we still have strength, then we should face it.
It seems that every one of us here has something to share about. Well, that's the major thing that I want you to do today, guys, because in this podcast, I want you to share your key takeaways that you have in your heart right now. And it seems that based on your reaction, there's really something in you guys that made me realize that thing. Okay, may I ask from Rose?
Yes, Zach, the story awakens my belief that we really become what we feed our mind. Negativities won't bring us any further in our journey, and everyone should realize that, In this unpredictable life full of uncertainties, it is very important to be someone who, like the potatoes, the egg, or like the coffee beans, dealt with adversity bravely in its very own unique and optimistic way. I know it's hard, but let us always choose to focus on the positive and bright side of life. Challenges won't stay with us forever. Let's just consider it coming to give us lessons that will mold us to be better and become more than what we are today. We should never lose hope and faith to Him, especially when struggles start knocking at our door. Instead, let us face it with an open heart and a positive mindset. Always. Breakthroughs awaits you, so keep going, keep fighting.
I agree with you, Anne. Everything that you have sacrificed for has an equivalent success that will serve as your return of investment in the future. So let's hear from Janelle. John?
While reading at the same time listening to the short story reminds me of who, what we are, what we have, and how we live a life with choice. The potato, the coffee beans, and the eggs somewhat represents us, ourselves as an individual with different struggles or lessons we can learn in life. And of course, the boiling water represents the challenges we face in our day-to-day lives, whether they may be large or small. Everyone has a choice in life, and if I were to choose between potato, coffee bean, and the eggs, it would be the coffee. Not because I am a coffee lover, but because coffee represents something which we could work in the society that we live in. Adapting to the changes that we face in life, then continue our journey towards success. It may have a bitter taste, but that bitterness will be nothing if we appreciate its unique taste. Strong enough to go hard times, face any obstacles, make something new, and explore. A cup of coffee is a simple symbol for a morning wake-up call, waking us up that life is not always that good. We need to recognize when to adapt because change is inevitable and it happens every single day and it is avoidable. Instead of fighting and wasting our energy avoiding problems, why not solve it and find ways to overcome? Anyway, we're not fighting battles on our own. We have our family, our friends who are always there for us. Life is possibly a matter of circumstances, but we have the freedom of choice. And we know God will always be in our side. If it's His will, it will. Let's enjoy our life and make the most of it.
Yes, so setbacks are somewhat opportunities because we are able to experience a worthwhile learning that will help us prepare on our future endeavors. Let's go with the flow and embrace everything. Continue to walk towards your goal, and someday you'll just look down to your feet. You're now on your destination. The longest journey starts with a single step, so we just need to be patient. So let's hear some wisdom from Rainiel. Rainiel?
What I have learned about the story Saki is that life does not always go as planned. It has its twists and turns. As a child of lower income parents, I've seen firsthand how difficult poverty has made life for my family. I know how difficult it is to be poor, lacking a lot of stuffs, such as financial sustainability and many other things that have a significant impact to me and my siblings. What I've realized is that I need to work hard for my family and seek out every chance that may assist me in reaching my aspirations of being a living example for my younger brothers. I should be like the coffee beans, continuing to dream and adapt to randomness and environment around me, despite any challenges, problems, obstacles, or hindrances in my path. Using such setbacks as my motivation to keep striving for my goals. If it's God's will, I'll be the person I've always wanted to be and help my family get out of the situation we're in.
From that, Rain, I feel you. I feel your situation, but one thing that I could say for you is to be strong. It's okay to not be okay, but what is not okay if you continue that feeling last? Fight for your dreams, and I just wanted to know that I bet on you. Just put God at the center.
Thank you, Sa. I will.
Whew, I can feel that emotional moment here. But I'm so amazed by your wisdoms, guys. I never thought that today will be a meaningful discussion about life. Yes, I agree with you. I agree with your thoughts. And I admire positivity to get through life. Indeed, life is difficult to deal with. But if you have the strong will to believe in yourself, to believe in God and His plans for you, then you'll get the best reward that you're looking for. I think this ends with our episode. Thank you so much to our guests. Thank you for sharing your time, your wisdom, and also for being the image of hope to all the people out there.
Thank you, Sak.
Wishing you all the best in the next episodes to come, Saki.
Thank you, guys. I would also like to thank these beautiful people who's listening today. Always remember that today is a beautiful day to start a new day and a great opportunity to learn new things. This has been your girl, Saki. Have a great day.